This week on Talk of the Town, we feature a joint project with Bear River High School and the Gail Halverson School in Berlin. This is on display at the Bear River Valley Museum, which is also our business feature. The Bear River football season is over, but we talked to Trampis Waite and 4 Bears who raised the bar in the record books. Thanks to all those who helped us feature spooky spectacles this month, and happy Halloween from us at Talk of the Town.
My name is Johanna Schaub, and I've been teaching at Bear River High School since, I believe, 2017.
And so tell me a little bit about this project and how Bear River High School got involved.
So this project is called Art Against Walls, and back in January we got an email from the Gail Halverson School in Berlin, Germany, and they were invited to do this art installation that is global, that has to do with the Bear River Wall that I believe started in 2019. And they wanted to work with us because their school is named after Gail Halverson, and Gail Halverson graduated from Bear River High School. And from then on, we just started planning together to work on this project.
And so what was kind of your reaction when you heard you got to be a part of this?
Shocked. This is a rare opportunity that we will never ever happen again, I'm pretty sure. And we're also hoping that it will create a union between the two schools, and so hopefully more bigger plans will happen. This is an art project, so we involved all the art teachers in with this, and I just sent out an email basically to all the teachers of what was coming up, and I did a presentation at the beginning of the school year, and I asked teachers whoever wanted to participate, had their class participate, they replied, and so we were, I think, at least over half the student body was able to participate in this project. We got 600 total.
And you've seen a lot of them. Do you have any that kind of stick out or some that are your favorite?
Oh, good question. I know the Shrek one is very popular. A lot of people comment on that one. Let's see, we have some tiles in remembrance of the student that passed away that I find touching. And yeah, I'm trying to think. I love the mural that we put together a lot too. All of us who are teaching art foundations, we decided to get together and put together a mural. And we went around Box Elder County taking pictures of areas that are significant to the county, like Spiral Jetty or the Golden Spike. And then we also went through to find places that were meaningful to the kids. So we have like parts of the school, the snow shack, and we combined them all together in a mural, and each student took a section to replicate. I think this is significant to the community because it, I mean, this is all about the Candy Bomber. He's the one who united us together between the two schools. And when I put it together, I think about how all of this stems from small acts of kindness and what huge ripple effect it has. And I think that's why it's significant to the community. It's just that recognition of what he did and how we've all come together to make it. And just the symbolism of the Berlin Wall as it is, just dividing, and this idea of dismantling walls that we put up to get between us. This display will be up all week, starting Monday to, we'll have a reception Friday. We'll probably be taking it down Saturday. And just museum hours, I believe, are from 2 to 5, Monday through Saturday, that anyone can come in and enjoy it. For Veterans Day, we will be celebrating Gail Halverson, and we will have it all set up fully at Bear River High School for all the students to see. And with that assembly, we've invited Gail Halverson's descendants to come down to join with us, and his daughter will be speaking about her father. And then it'll be officially taken down. And coincidentally, the Gail Halverson School is putting their pieces up the day before, on November 10th. But their pieces will be against where the Berlin Wall stood. And so we will closely dismantle the wall together at the same time.
Cool. And so what's the plan with the tiles after all this?
The kids get to take them home. So they get to take their tile and hopefully have a small token of remembrance to go with it.
The Business Spotlight segment of Talk of the Town is made possible by supportive sponsors who allow Bear River Live to feature community stories and all the good that is happening every day in our county.
I'm Roberta Harris Frank, and I've been with the museum forever. It was with Mildred Shumway and Lorene Napoli, way back. And the Civic Club was the one that was in charge of the museum in the beginning. It was so wonderful when they were in charge. It was so wonderful. And we had it down at the old McKinley School, and we had so much more room and was able to display many, many more things than we do now. And then when we had to leave, we came up here and talked to these people that had a furniture store and asked for the lodge that's upstairs, if we could have our museum up there. And he says, well, we don't even own this. The Oddfellows own it. And they were so excited to have a museum, and they wanted to sell it. So they were wonderful to us and sold it to us. And we think it's wonderful. We have our little playhouse upstairs, and our museum, we would like more room. But people have been wonderful to donate so many, many things. And it's so fun to take people through and tell them, this is this, and this is this, and this is this. And the things that are happening all over our valley. And Tremont is named after Tremont, Illinois. And the reason we have Tremont is because of the railroad. The land agents went out and sold property, and the Midwest and Eastern people came and bought the property. Well, I call our little store, which is teeny tiny, the old Walmart. Because over here on the corner was the very first one the Fishburns had, and it's where the Leader is now, but then King's was there. But that was their first big store, and they sold everything. You name anything, lettuce or shoes or fabric or anything. And Saturday was the big shopping day. And anyway, we have that, and we have the original post office from Deweyville, and we have about our hospital over here that Dr. White built in 1928, which was impossible to me, because it was the Depression. But they would just keep saying, we need the money, and he did it. He did it. His whole family worked there. They lived there and worked. They did the cooking, the cleaning, everything. And I mean, we have that, and then we have our barber shop, and everything we have is so wonderful. I mean, we try to represent anybody that wants to be represented in our beginnings. We're open from 2 to 5, Monday to Friday. But if they want to come other days, we've got 3 numbers out there they can call, and we'll accommodate them and come down and take them. If they want to come Sunday night, we'll come, or Saturday morning, we'll come.
How excited are you to have this display?
Oh, I just think this is wonderful. And when Mrs. Schraub called me about it, I said, the Berlin Wall? Oh, yes. I mean, I don't know enough about it. I just know what I remember hearing. And the Candy Bomber, he was from here. And he was so wonderful. And it didn't matter if they were German or British or anything. They were children that needed something, and he supplied it. Candy, and the candy companies send him candy, and they send him handkerchiefs for parachutes. And I mean, I just love it. I think it's the most beautiful story ever. And this little girl that he used to come all the time for it, she grew up, and he'd stay with her when he'd go over to Germany. They love him in Germany. Well, they love him everywhere. And he did do the dropping candy up here at our school 1 or 2 times. So anyway, it's just, when you care that much, he said he had 2 gum wrappers, 2 sticks of gum in his pocket when he saw those little children. And he broke them in 2 and handed them, and the ones that got the paper just smelled it. Oh, and it's wonderful. They loved it. And they broke that little gum up and gave little pieces to each. I mean, isn't that wonderful? I'm just so excited about our museum. I tell the city it's our cultural hall. I mean, it's the only place that we're displaying things from everybody, everywhere, and we're trying to remember, and there's so many wonderful people. to remember. They've contributed so much to our valley. And I said, our valley is, well, and we've had wonderful response from all of the communities. We really have. So we're happy when they bring their groups here and come to see us.
Bear River High School's Athlete of the Week is brought to you by Pizza Plus. Congrats to these athletes for their efforts on and off the field.
With Owen and Ty, keep them guessing.
It'll be a run pass option. That's going to be a big time pickup right there on first down. I love Talon Marble in motion. That's going to be a pull by Owen. A lot of room, go up the middle. Good cut there. That's going to be a 15-yard pickup, first down Bears.
Marble in motion before and handed it to him. That's also a good play that I like. Marble right across the middle.
Oh, it's going to be a deep. He might go away.
He's
touchdown Talon Marble.
He drug one of them into the hate to play against, but you love to have on your team.
Absolutely.
Owen up the middle, big old hole, stiff arm.
That's a face mask. That's going to come out. There we go. Tack that on. Going to be Owen's going to keep that. He's going to pitch it out to Talon Marble. Talon's going to cut it up. It's going to be a fight. He's going to get out. Oh, he's going to get out about the 4-yard line there on the year, which is tremendous. Let's see, handoff's going to be back to Egbert there. No gain. Great job by the Bear River defense up front. Looking to throw. Oh, great job. Tied in Jones with the bat down there. That's going to bring up here into Tripp's right look. Play action to Egbert there. He's going to go down. Aiden Wilson. Another intentional grounding. That's got to come out as well. Yeah, here for 2 up backs here for Skyview in the backfield. Going to hand it off to Egbert once again. He's going to get stuffed.
Good stop by the Bears right there.
No, and it was the exact opposite time for Skyview. Owen's going to look deep here. Under pressure again. Going to throw on the run to Talon Marble. That's going to be a pickup of about 12. Jones working off the right-hand side. It's going to be a quick little pass here. Talon Marble, great pass on a little back shoulder there. It's going to be a pickup. Second 10, just about 32 seconds left to go. Throws over the middle here to Jace Roberts. That's going to be a pickup about 10 or 12 yards there. Owen drops back to pass, looking left again. Going to go to Talon Marble in the corner. That's going to be a touchdown, Wade. Touchdown, Bear River. Great ball. And look, Owen's all alone in the backfield. Skyview's going to bring a little bit of pressure. It's picked up well. That's going to be converted to Cash Avery for 2. Score's going to go. Little update there for you. Green Canyon's playing Salem Hills at home.
That's what we needed right
pass
there.
Pass complete. Talon Marble still on his feet, working downfield. Going to get out to about the 40-yard line. That's a big play there. Pick up about 25.
Started off with a great catch by Marble. Good run after.
Bears going to go counter here to Owen.
Pull.
Owen's going to lower the shoulder and pick up the first down. Great job by the Bear across Owen's face, heading towards the Bear River sideline. Owen's dropping back here, looking right. Going to find who else but Cash Avery. Oh, good juke by Cash Avery. Going to be brought down. Looks like he picked up just enough for the first down. Thatcher dropping back. Looking across the middle here. Oh, ball's just about picked off from Tyson Brager.
Who other?
Got Jace Roberts on the far sideline all by himself. Excuse me, not on the Bear River sideline. He's going to make the catch here. He's still on his feet, breaking tackles. Jace Roberts, what a stud, Wade. Look here. Owen's looking to Talon Marble. Going to hit him in the slot on a run pass option. Marble's going to pick up about 13 there. That ball's going to be fumbled, still on the turf a little bit. Going to be picked up by Hess, number 80. A lot of speed around the outside, Wade. A lot of speed. He's going to be pushed out about the 30.
Bear River football.
I love these little teams getting mini bowl win. Your team came away with a big win last week in their mini bowl. That's incredible. A couple other younger teams as well.
I like the mentality that they're coming out with talent of the catch.
There's coming out for Trips right look here. Owens, all 5 wide. Trips on the right side with the 2 receivers on the left. Owens dropping back under a little bit of pressure. Gonna find Cash Avery once again. Cash gonna make a juke inside. That's gonna be a 15-yard pickup there on third down, is to take these kids 3 months out of the year and try to build state championship teams. But if they come in with a very good foundation upon which these coaches can build, that's a very good recipe for success. And we always had a packed set of bleachers. Good play there by the Bear defense, number 17 specifically. Cutler John, guy off late. Owen Olsen's gonna look deep. Got a man.
Got it.
And that's gonna be a catch there. It's gonna be Tatum Stevens there on a deep ball here, Bear fans. Bears inside the 5, pushing hard. Owen's gonna pull it. He's gonna walk into the end zone, Bear fans. Touchdown, Owen Olsen. Good for him. I believe, I think up in the double digits when it comes to rushing touchdowns this year for Owen. Bears are gonna finish up with a 4-8 record. to where we were a couple years ago, going winless to winning one game. You know, I think the program's definitely heading in the right direction. Unfortunately, we ran into a very deep and well-coached Skyview team tonight.
Yes, we did, and you know the Bears fought hard, and they had the record doesn't show it, but they fought for everything they've got this year, and proud of the boys and the way they handled business.
Absolutely. I mean, you see these kids in the grocery store, you talk to these kids on the street, they're some of the best high school kids I've ever been around from a character standpoint, and I think that's really important. You know, you're looking at guys like Owen Olson. He's a leader both on the field, but probably more so off the field with the peers throughout the halls.
Yep.
Guys like Jace Roberts, Talon Marble, same thing. You know, just good football players, but I think to the core, they're better kids.
Yes, yep. Great parents, come from great families, and you know, that's a sign to the Bear River community too that we have good kids over there.
Yeah, Bear River's full of good people, and they bring up very good kids as well. And it's fun to watch these kids come out here and compete. You know, obviously this isn't the result that they were hoping for, that, you know, maybe we were wanting, but these kids came out and they fought week after week after week. And you know, this is a tough one, Wade. It's tough to hang up the pads for the last time. It's a pretty solemn feeling, one that you don't feel necessarily when other sports come to an end.
Yep, it is. And
Bear fans, like I said, we've talked about these kids had an excellent year. This program's definitely heading in the right direction. We're going to go to 4-8 on the year. That's going to wrap up the 2023 season. Just a big thank you to, again, Bear River Live, the sponsors that support us, and just a big thank you to these senior football players as well. They're going to take the pads off for the last time tonight, but they've done an excellent job kind of setting the bar high for these underclassmen that are going to come through here in the next few years.
Yep, I agree. Proud of these kids.
Basketball's right around the corner. I'm sure Bear River Live's looking forward to that. But just once again, big thank you to all of you Bear fans for tuning in here to Bear River Live and our sponsors to make it possible.
You were named the all-time leader in touchdown passes in a single season for Bear River, as well as in a career, and most passing yards in a career. Is that something you were ever shooting for, or did it just kind of happen?
No, it really just happened. I mean, I got boys like Jason, Talon, that I just throw it deep and they catch it. So, I mean, it was pretty easy for me.
And so what was your reaction when you heard that you had those awards?
I mean, it's cool, I guess. I just wanted to keep winning and go through the playoffs, but I mean, I wish we could have done a little better, but it's all right.
You did have a really great season as the Bear River quarterback. What were the things that you guys were happy to accomplish?
Coach said that we needed to for sure get one playoff win just so we can keep getting the program better, and I'm glad we got that.
Yeah, and that was a really nice showing against Spanish Fork. Tell me what were some of the highlights of that game?
Definitely Jace's catch when he mossed 2 dudes. That was crazy.
Yeah. And so now we're kind of going to shift gears, and you're heading to basketball season. What are you looking forward to there?
Being with a different team, it's going to be, a little different, obviously, because I've been playing football for the past 9 months with these guys. But yeah, I'm just super excited to get on the basketball grind.
And so after basketball, what's next for you? Do you do any spring sports? What are you doing after high school?
I don't know. I might go play some tennis if I'm bored, but then graduate, go on a mission.
Jace, you were the all-time leader in receiving yards in a single season. You're constantly a big contributor in every game that we've had, but what was it, did you ever really think you'd hold that record?
Honestly, no. It was kind of like a big surprise. At the beginning of the season, I just wanted to run routes and have my buddy Owen just throw balls to me the whole season, and somehow I got the receiving record, so it was good.
And just kind of take me through the thoughts when you were told that you broke that record. What were your thoughts?
It was actually before the Spanish Fork game. Coach Franke came up to me and he was like right before the game, he was like, just so you know, you're 2 yards away from breaking the Bear River receiving record, and I was surprised, really surprised.
And so hearing that, did that kind of drive you in that game too, to get even more?
Yeah, I wanted to break it once I heard that, and I just wanted to do good in playoffs and have a good year.
All right, give us a recap of how you felt the season went down.
I wish that we would have came out with some more wins, but it was a fun season grinding with the boys. But
yeah. And so, again, we mentioned basketball's just around the corner. It's another sport where you're a big contributor. You're kind of one of the workhorses. In your opinion, what can we expect from Bear River basketball?
I think that we'll have a good season this year. We have Well, depending on how tryouts go, we'll probably have a lot of seniors playing, so a lot of guys getting in, a lot of fresh guys probably running the ball and moving up the court a lot more than usual.
And so what's next for you after that? Do you do any spring sports or what's after high school?
Nope, probably just start working, and then once I turn 18 in August, I'll get ready to go on a mission.
So Aiden, you were the all-time leader in sacks in the season and most sacks in a career as well. You had an awesome season last year, and so did you kind of know that maybe you were gearing towards maybe being able to break a record, or was that a shock to you this season?
I was definitely surprised. I wasn't expecting it. I just kind of go out there and play. I like to tell my buddies, like, how many sacks are you going to get this play? I mean, how many sacks are you going to get this game? I'm like, I don't know. I can't count and play football at the same time. You count.
Was it ever disappointing if you didn't get one?
Oh, yeah, of course, but.
And so when you found out you had the record, what was going through your mind?
Oh, I was really happy about it. I was really surprised, and I was like, it's, a pleasant surprise. Just happy about it.
And what is some of the thoughts going through your head when you know you're about to make a sack?
Just excitement, and really kind of just determination that, oh, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. He's right there. I'm going to get him.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
And so I know this season we talked a lot about the team chemistry. How do you feel you guys have prepared each other for life after high school?
I'm sure all these guys are going to be great, either team leaders or at least team players. I'm sure that we'll, all have great chemistry with whoever they have to work with from now on.
Now that football's wrapped up, what's kind of your plans for the rest of the year and after graduation?
Let's see. I'm going to hopefully go to a lot of like football camps, just keep getting in the weight room, getting all my, 3-cone drill, just time's up,
Yeah.
And,
So are you hoping to play football at the next stage?
Oh, absolutely. I'd love to play football in college. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really working hard towards it.
Awesome. The all-time leader in interceptions in a single season for Bear River. At the first of the season, did you ever dream that would become a reality?
No, not really. I think junior year I got 2, so it wasn't even something I was thinking about really.
So what do you think kind of helped turn the tides this year to be able to get as many as you did?
I don't know. I think I really learned how to read the quarterback's eyes and kind of flow with it just from the middle linebacker spot. So especially that Cedar Valley game, that's, kind of what started it, just being able to read his eyes, kind of guess where that ball was going to be coming out and then just go to, where you see him flowing. And then at linebacker, it can be harder because you're farther away from the pass, but at the same time it can be easier because I've got my D lineman putting pressure, and then it kind of hides me, so then they can't see me, and then I can jump up and tip the ball or catch it. And, yeah.
Nice. And so obviously you had a great showing on defense, but as well as on offense. What do you feel is your favorite side to play?
I love defense. They kind of moved me out to, the outside linebacker position the end of this year, but I just love being able to play middle linebacker and being in with all the big guys and my D line and just being able to, flow with the play and hit a running back. And so I love defense so much.
Yeah. And tell me about that flow of the chemistry with the defense, because you guys had some really good things happen this season.
I think we really all started to figure it out and then figure out reads and being able to read the offense, and then we figured out a lot better to work with each other too, and so we know each other's strengths, we know what to kind of help each other with. And I think in a game that helps a lot when we kind of understand each other as well, so we know, they might struggle in this, so I might need to help them out a little bit there, but then they're super good at this, so I can kind of, help someone else with that part. And when you kind of get that close to your team and, be able to understand your strengths and weaknesses, it flows a lot better and you can get some stuff done.
Yeah. All right. And so what's next for you now that football's wrapped up? What do you plan to do for the rest of the school year as well as after high school?
School year, I just want to lift, go snowboarding, work, stuff like that for the rest of the school year at least, and then summer, have some fun, with the boys, and then I'm going to be going on a mission as well as I think a lot of us. So then we'll all kind of, go on our missions somewhere around that end of summertime. And
And so is there any hopes of football to come back around after that?
I really would like to. I just don't think I'm done yet. I want a little bit more if I can get some. So hopefully after the mission I can find a way to get back on the field.
you guys just wrapped up your second season with Bear River football. If you could explain it in one word, what do you think that would be?
Oh, that's a tough question right off the bat. Progress. I think progress would be the word.
Nice. And so your team finished 4-8 overall, 1-4 in region. Tell us about the accomplishments you guys had.
Obviously not the entire season we wanted, but I thought we did some good things, looking at, the entire 5-year plan. We took some steps in the right direction, so we had a playoff win. That was pretty huge, and obviously we won one in region. I go back to kind of the Green Canyon game. We should have won that one, and we had some mishaps a few times throughout the season, but I thought we battled every game, and I thought we were in almost every single one of them, which was progress as well. And I thought it was an overall pretty good season, but obviously some things out there that we wish we would have capitalized on. So
right. And so you mentioned the playoff run. You were able to get 2 games in. What was the good and bad of that? Not only you faced Spanish Fork first and then the number 1 seed with Skyview again.
Yeah, I think that was a huge hurdle, getting over that Spanish Fork game, because I'm not sure we traveled too well the past 2 seasons. And so to get over that hump first and be able to get a really tough win on the road was big. But also just to be competitive in the playoffs. Last year we went down to Mountain Crest and, we kind of got smoked a little bit, and that's tough, going, maybe 5 or 6 years without a playoff win. It's definitely a lot of mentality issues with that, and so very proud of our guys for getting that win, and obviously ran into one of the toughest teams in the state, and I don't think we were quite ready for it. So that's what happens, but it's a good stepping stone for our next year's team for sure.
And so you had 4 Bears break records for Bear River this year. Tell me a little bit about those players and what they were able to accomplish.
Yeah, they're all great players. Owen was kind of the perfect mold of a quarterback that I would like to have in my system, and obviously that showed with the statistics. He broke the touchdown record, the career passing yards record. He's fearless, when he has the football. He wants to make the play every single time, and obviously that got him into some trouble throughout the year too, but he's a very good competitor, and he takes everything personally, and so he's going to come out and be ready to go every Friday, and so I'm going to miss that side of it and competing with him. Aiden just had another stellar year. Last year was kind of first year getting the feel of things and got 10 sacks, and this year he kind of, went down a little bit in numbers, but that's just because teams were ready for him, and still was able to put up seven sacks this year and get the career record as well. And so I'm going to miss Aiden as well. And, you look at Jace and Tyson. Jace was our guy, throughout the whole, except for that last game where they had to put basically 3 guys on him. And that shows you how much respect other teams have for him week in and week out. And then Tyson is just the perfect leader for our football team. I love that he got a record with interceptions, but that doesn't give you any sort of story on the player that he actually is. He's a very good leader, a very good teammate, and he's done a lot more than just one record for this football program. So proud of all those guys.
And so that gives you a chance to showcase 4 really phenomenal seniors, but you had 17 that you're going to lose this year to graduation. Tell me a little bit about that group and how they acted on and off the field.
They were great. I think the biggest thing is they stayed locked in throughout the whole season. They had very high expectations this year, and obviously we didn't reach all of the things that they wanted to accomplish. And so that's tough on a group. Usually seniors kind of start checking out. And we saw that the year prior when you get to the playoffs, and it's a lot easier to kind of just go into basketball and wrestling. And they didn't do that. They stayed locked in. They got a playoff win, and they were able to, keep their heads up. And it was a good group. Like I joke with them all the time, they love each other so much, it's like disgusting. But that's what you want in a group. You want them to be a team, and you want them to be good examples for the younger kids, and that's exactly what they were. So.
And what would be your advice that you'd give to these kids as they go on to other things and eventually graduation?
Not much. I think keep the same things that they learned throughout our program, being relentless, being loyal to each other, being accountable. All those things apply in the real world. And I think these guys are going to be very successful in whatever they do. We got a lot of personality in that group, and each of them are going to go in different directions. And hopefully some will come back and help me coach a little bit. And, whatever they decide to do, they're going to be very successful. And I'm excited to see, what they do in the next couple years. So.
And so you've got year 2 in the books, but it doesn't appear you're taking a break. You've already made a post about how you're getting ready for year 3.
Yeah, no, we already started with year 3 for sure.
So what's that kind of look like, and what can we expect for next year?
Yeah, obviously I start with evaluating our roster, so I kind of get the seniors in one group, and I look at what we have coming back. And this season was very interesting, where we played a lot of guys that we didn't plan on playing, just due to injury and stuff like that. So we've got film on a lot of guys that are coming back, and so that's good. But I'll evaluate the roster, and I'll look at different things in this offseason that we can do and start building the schedule. We won't pick up with workouts or anything until about December, and then we'll be right back at it. And I feel like we were just there, so it goes by really fast. But I'm excited. A lot of teams in our region are losing a very good group of seniors as well. And so I think, our schedule and our region is going to be wide open. And we got to take another step. This year was obviously a playoff win. I think next year is going to be trying to secure a home playoff game and trying to finish the regular season with a winning record. And I think that would be the next step in the right direction for our program.
I think it's going to be Skyview Crimson.
Okay.
But I think Crimson's going to pull it out probably 35-17.
And do you think Crimson's going to get like an upset, or are you just hoping for that with Skyview being the region rival?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard watching region teams winning, but yeah, Crimson's looking really good this year.
I'm going to have to go with Crimson Cliffs and Skyview in the game, and I think Crimson Cliffs will come out on top.
What's going to be that final score, because that might be the tiebreaker it comes down to?
I'm going to go 42-21.
Okay, and again, is that like a rivalry thing? You don't want Region 11 to take that title?
I honestly don't really care who wins, but Crimson Cliffs, they're looking good this year.
Skyview and let's say Ridgeline.
Okay, and with that being like a region matchup, who's the lesser of the two evils? Who would you pick to win, and what will that score be?
Let's say Skyview's going to win, and they're going to beat them by 2 touchdowns.
Okay. Do you want to give me a final score?
A final score?
Yeah.
Let's say 14-28. 14-28.
I'm thinking Skyview and Crimson in the game for sure. And then I think Crimson's going to be maybe, because Jace already said 42, so I'll say like 45. And then Skyview maybe 28.
Okay, and again, is that like a hate for the Region 11 rivals, or do you just think Crimson Cliff's got what it takes?
I don't know. Like, at the same time, like, I want to see Skyview succeed because they beat us, but I really think that Crimson, just after like watching like film and some highlights, stuff like that, I think they've got a really solid team. So I think, and Skyview does too, but I think Crimson will come out on top, but I guess we'll see.
I think I'm going to take Crimson Cliffs versus Skyview in the championship. And I'd got to go score too.
Yeah, because we had several who said that same thing.
Okay. Crimson Cliffs 34, Skyview 31.
Okay. So I asked the boys too, is the reason you're kind of gearing towards Crimson Cliff is because you think they can be the better football team, or is it like kind of that, Skyview beat us, we want to see them go down?
No. I obviously I like our region, and I think it would be awesome to have multiple teams up there, and it just shows you how tough our region is. But just from what I've seen on film and everything, Crimson Cliffs is a very, very, very good football team. And so, like I said, I think Skyview is going to be right there, and it could be a field goal game, and I think Skyview could take it easily too. So we'll see.
Fall sports may be over, but we'll have plenty of fun community stories and businesses to feature until winter sports pick up in just a few short weeks. Tune in next week to Talk of the Town.